I get it, you've spent hours scrolling through endless listings, watching glossy videos of shiny ice makers that promise restaurant-grade nuggets, only to wonder if the thing will actually fit behind your counter and keep up with a busy bar or a family of ice-loving kids. The worst part is when the unit looks perfect on paper but ends up taking up more space than you have, makes a racket, or spits out ice that melts before you can use it. That hesitation is why I'm doing this deep dive, so you can skip the guesswork and know whether the Scotsman N0622W Prodigy Plus is the right fit for your setup before you click Add to Cart. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the environment you'd actually be putting this machine into. The Prodigy Plus is a 23-inch, water-cooled nugget ice maker that churns out up to 715 pounds of ice per day. That's a lot of ice, and it's designed for places that need a constant supply, think small restaurants, catering operations, or a home that entertains a lot. Because it's water-cooled rather than air-cooled, it runs quieter and stays cooler in a tight kitchen, but you'll need a dedicated 115-volt outlet and a nearby drain line. If you're planning to stick it in a cramped apartment kitchen without a floor drain, you'll quickly hit a wall. The machine itself weighs close to 250 pounds, so you'll need a solid floor and at least 2 people to get it into place. Now, what does the daily grind look like? In real-world use, the first thing you notice is the AutoAlert indicator lights. They're not just a blinking novelty, they actually tell you when the water filter needs swapping, when the ice bin is full, or if there's a temperature anomaly. I've seen owners of other ice makers miss a warning light and end up with a batch of soft ice that never hardens. With the Prodigy Plus, the alerts are front and center, which means you can act before a small issue becomes a costly downtime. For a busy bar that can't afford a half-hour outage, that kind of early warning is a practical lifesaver. Maintenance is another place where the Prodigy tries to stand out. Scotsman markets easy preventive maintenance, and the design backs that up with a hinged access panel that lets you reach the water pump, the compressor, and the ice chute without needing a toolbox. The cleaning cycle is automated, you just press a button, and hot water runs through the system to melt any frost buildup. That said, the system still demands a weekly sanitizing routine if you're using it for food service. Skipping that step leads to that familiar milky taste you get when bacteria starts to linger. So, if you're comfortable with a quick weekly rinse, the maintenance won't feel like a chore. If you'd rather set it and forget it, you might find the routine a bit too hands-on. Efficiency is where the 715 pounds per day claim meets reality. In a commercial setting where the machine runs 24/7, the water-cooled design actually uses less electricity than an air-cooled competitor because it doesn't have to work against ambient heat. However, the water consumption is noticeable. You'll be pulling roughly 1,012 gallons per hour when it's at full blast. If your venue already has a high water bill, factor that in. For a home that only runs the ice maker a few hours a day, the electricity savings are less dramatic, but you'll still get a consistent supply of nugget ice without the hum of a large compressor. Who should buy this? If you're a small to medium restaurant, a catering service, or a serious home entertainer who wants a constant stream of chewable nuggets for drinks, frozen cocktails, or even medical use, nuggets are great for keeping samples cool. The Prodigy Plus hits the sweet spot. The machine's capacity means you won't be scrambling to restock ice every hour, and the AutoAlert system keeps operations smooth. It also earns points for its compact 23-inch width. You can slide it under a standard counter without sacrificing too much legroom. Who should walk away? If you're just looking for a weekend party gadget, or you live in a small apartment with no floor drain and limited countertop space, this is overkill. The upfront cost, the need for a dedicated electrical line, and the regular maintenance routine make it a poor choice for casual users. Also, if you're sensitive to water usage or live in an area with high utility rates, the ongoing water draw could add up faster than you expect. Let's break down the practical strengths. The first is reliability in high-volume environments. Because it's built for commercial demand, you won't see the ice stuck in the bin problem that cheap home models suffer from. The second is the user-friendly alert system. It removes the guesswork that many owners complain about. Third, the water-cooled design keeps the surrounding kitchen cooler, which is a subtle but welcome benefit when you're running multiple appliances at once. Lastly, the easy access maintenance panel actually reduces